Let's highlight one of the many bags of meat across the DARPA internet. So she replied, and I guess that girl you are referring to me? Let's read that again. And I guess that girl you are referring to me? Did she mean to put is in there? Or failed to put that in there? Because it probably should be in there. So I wrote back, well done, Captain Obvious. Is that all you took away from my time and energy? Let's send this to her. She'll probably block me now. I'm shocked she didn't a minute ago. And this is what...
Now, two of the January 6ers...
This is what she's shopping around. Listen closely.
So now 2 of the January 6ers that were pardoned have been unalived. One by a police...
That's all you need to hear. Oh, and 10,000 people have reposted this. They've circulated the propaganda. 21,000 have clicked the heart sigil. And most people, if you were to see what I'm leaving on the online today, probably wouldn't understand what I'm talking about. Are you saying that the whatever the fuck Sixers and all that other garbage is propaganda? Because they can't connect fucking dots. And yet, this is what I left on here. I said, why are you catering to censorship? Dead, murdered, killed. And I'm putting up my fingers each time I was counting down. I'll read that again. Dead, murdered, killed. You bunch of chicken shits. Said, apparently freedom of speech isn't important to you. Quit misleading others by example. I said, she promotes censorship because she is catering to censorship. I said, this girl is walking in lockstep and apparently will repeat anything, should be a comma in there, if it's spoon-fed to her. And the best she had. That's why I just said what I just said. And I guess that girl you are referring to me? You and I are surrounded by exceptionally stupid people. That's why she has traction on the DARPA internet. I bet she has thousands following her. Yep. Big surprise. And she doesn't have a clue what she's talking about, which means she shouldn't be fucking talking in the first place. She also says patriot sharing. Wow. I was hoping I misread that, so I looked at it twice. I was hoping that it had to do with, birds, parrots, which is also ironic based on who this person is and what people have been trained to shop around. It used to be sheep and parrots. That's what people would rattle off because that's what they were spoon-fed, and they chose not to use their brains and think critically, and consider what a synonym is, or that there were other options. But they echoed what our masters spoon-fed them. Just like what this girl is doing in terms of catering to censorship. But what the fuck do I know? By the way, America became a corporation in 1871, and 1913 marks when you and I became a fucking debt slave. So if somebody wants to wax poetic about patriotism, they are quite literally boasting. They are quite literally using talking pieces to promote the corporation that has subjugated the masses, that you and I effectively work for. If you don't think that's true, consider a W-2. Consider unconstitutional taxes every single fucking April, approximately. And the list goes on. She does not know what she's talking about. She is misleading others. And she's circulating fucking propaganda. That's why she has traction on the DARPA internet in the age of patently fascist censorship. And most of you are too dumb to fucking appreciate anything I left in online today. Again, the time and energy I took to fucking record this, to point this out, to quite literally think for you. Even though, most people I bump into, they're incapable and or unwilling to reason things out, which is why things are bad and why they're getting worse.